Here we go. Here we go. Okay, we made it. We're live. We're back. It's 3 o'clock. And guess what? I'm in the room. I got Tina over here. Where's Tina, right? We got Tina right here. We got Tina's right here. Right. Tina. Sally's over here. That's awesome. We're just gonna do it. We do a company get together once a week, and we all talk about what's going on. And they go, "We're gonna join you." So like, jump on in, guys. Yo, Mary Wade, I see you. Mary Wade's here. What's happening, Mary Wade? Oh my God, we're really excited, guys. The sun's shining. It feels good. It's been a great weekend. I'm so excited. Valentine's month is here. It's not just Valentine's weekend. It's the Valentine's month for Blue Ridge. Oh my gosh, guys. It converts into those magical places in the world. It already is, but it goes even better. Oh my God. Roseanne, I see you, Roseanne. So today's talk, I hope you all love this. I say that every week, don't I? I hope you love this. It's so much fun. The entire month of February, we're going to be focusing on personal relationships, right? It's Valentine's. Did you know that I bet you that 30% of your happiness in your life has to do with your marriage. It has to do with your relationship. It's huge. It's humongous. It's actually been proven that 85% of all of our happiness in our life is derived through relationships with people we love. And I bet you 35% of it is the person you're married to. Jennifer, what's happening? I see you. So here we go, guys. Okay, so true statement here. We never get in life what we want. We only get what we currently are. So hopefully what you are and what you want align, right? And you'll have peace of mind, right? You with me on this? And just like that saying is true, this saying is true as well. We don't get the relationships that we want. We get the ones that we create, we maintain, and we cultivate. You with me on this? Right? Tina's with me on this. She's like going like this. She's going like, like I'm with you. Karen, I see you. Roseanne, Jennifer's out there. What's happening? Yo, guys, thanks for popping up in the hearts. I love it. Oh my God, Ken, dude, Ken, summertime's coming. It's gonna be so much fun to see you again. Back out with the bus, making it happen. Ken popped up right there. He's right there. I know, right? He's right there. Okay, so the state of every relationship that we're currently in is based upon the effort that we've put into it as of this moment. With me on this? I'm just trying to lay the groundwork for this talk here, right? A lot of fun. I mean, this is how clear all this is in our life. In fact, the fact that we get out what we put in. This is how it works. People go to school for years and years and years and years, right? They go to school to become great at something. They want to master a craft, right? No one would go to school for 2 or 3 days, quit, and then look in the mirror and go, what the heck? Why didn't I master that? Of course you didn't. You stuck with it for 1 or 2 days, right? No one would do that, right? If someone went to the gym and they worked out, right, and they're putting some effort in for 1 day, and then they go home and they look in the mirror and they go, what the heck? Nothing changed. I don't see any change here. No one would do that either, right? They understand that you got to continue to put Paula. What's happening, Paula? Arlene, I see Arlene. Mrs. C popped up. Arlene. The people know that you got to put in for time after time after time before you will get out, right? But that person that went to the gym and that worked out that one single time, and then they go home and they look in the mirror, they may not see anything on the surface, but changes did begin on the inside of them. Even on the smallest little scale, a little bit began to change. And if they stick with it, week after week after week, they're going to see the change on the surface. It always starts on the inside, and then you see what's going on the inside on the outside. It's the way it works, right? Anyone that has ever grown a garden knows this concept. Anyone, if you plant a garden and you don't take care of the weeds and you don't take care of it, you're basically you're not going to get any harvest. You will get exactly from your garden how you take care of it, right? I know that from growing grapes. If we don't take care of our grapes, guess what? We get no grapes, right? The weeds will take over. Weeds will grow even in concrete. We know this, right? It's simple. This is easy stuff. But I bet every single one of us has heard a couple. They've been married for like 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, and they say, my marriage is failing. It's falling apart. And I don't really understand why. They say things like this. They go, it's just not working anymore. I always want to say, what's not working anymore? like as if it's a machine and it just broke down. I was gonna say, is it that you're not working at it anymore? Is that what you really want to say? I don't say that though. They haven't gone on a date for years. They treat their significant other worse than anybody else they know. They're rude to them. They're impolite. When they go to work, they're polite, they're courteous, they're kind. They're tuned in, they're attentive to everyone around them. This is at work. But then when they go home, their significant other gets none of it. They don't get any of that attentiveness. They don't get any of the courteousness. They don't get any thank yous. They don't get any pleases. They don't get anything like that. They get what's left over, and usually there's just nothing left over. But then they're dumbfounded when the relationship's not what they want it to be. I know, I shouldn't be having so much fun with this. A lot of this stuff comes from Dr. Gottman. Dr. Gottman, I study that guy all the time. If you haven't read Dr. Gottman, he has got it going on. Dr. Gottman says that in all of his research, he says there's two types of people in this world when it comes to relationships. There are the masters of relationships, the people that have it all figured out. And then there's the disasters of relationships, the people that just don't have anything figured out, right? The masters and the disasters. And he talks about these two groups of people. He says that one major difference between the disasters and the masters when it comes to relationships is that the masters never place the problem inside the other person. They never say things like, it's your fault. You're the problem. What they do is they take the problem and they treat it like a ball that they have in their hand, and they just toss it around. They pass it back and forth. And we can deal with it because it's not in you, it's not me, it's this thing we got right here. And we're just going to toss it around. We're talking about it. This is all Dr. Gottman, right? Jennifer's with me. You with me on this, right? The disasters in the world, well, the disasters, what they do is they take that ball and they place it inside the person. And they say, you are the problem. They go, I don't like my life because you, and there you go, right? They're blaming the other person. It's all their fault, right? This is easy, right? Simple to get this stuff. The masters of relationships, they also don't criticize. Now, I can tell you, I work hard at having a good relationship with Mama, with Tiff. Every day. I'm very aware of my words, my facial expressions, my body language, the way I'm coming off to her. But there are times that I have criticized her. And I've told her, I go, if I do this to you, the way you can stop me dead in my tracks is just say to me, would you talk like this to me if God was standing right here? Tina smile. It gets me every time. She's done it to me twice now. We're up in the bedroom, and I was mad, I was frustrated, upset, and she goes, "Hey, by the way, would you talk like this if God was here?" I'm like, "Oh, you got me, love." And I started laughing. I thought, "Oh my God, that is funny." It shut me right down, right? So what I'm saying here is that just because I'm presenting this, Randy's not the role model, okay? You can ask Mama. But the masters, they don't criticize, or at least they try not to. They try to minimize it, right? They may complain. They may complain about what they don't have in their life or what they do want in their life, but they're not saying, you're not enough. They're saying, I want more. I feel like I need more. They're basically talking about themselves and not the other person. Simple, right? It sounds simple to say this, but in the moment, it can be a little tricky. Gottman says that the biggest predictor for divorce is contempt. If you've ever done my underground experience, Donna Martin, I see you popping up. What's happening, Donna? Oh my God. Sonia, I see you. Dr. Gottman. Okay. So he says that, guys, Dr. Gottman's got this nailed down. Like he can predict with 98% accuracy if you're going to stay married within the next 7 years. That's why I study this guy. He knows what he's talking about. And he says contempt is deadly. And it is deadly. All that contempt means is one person thinks they're better than the other person and they talk down to them. That is deadly stuff. It's deadly in a personal relationship. It's deadly in a business. It's deadly in anything. Have you ever had a boss that thought they're better than you? How'd it go? Right? I mean, people don't quit businesses. People always quit people. That's the way it works, right? Any boss that ever thinks, well, I'm better than that person, they got an ego problem. They have a self-esteem issue, right? Because if it truly is on the inside, they don't need to be pushing around the outside, right? Okay, so we get this. So contempt. No relationship starts in contempt. It'll always begin in a state of admiration. And the goal is to keep it there. When you begin to search for things to praise about your significant other, it will grow. There's a great sentence I heard today in studying this stuff for myself. It says, ladies, focus on what your husband can be, not what he is today. When you focus on what he can become, you're giving him a good name to live up to. And he will become that. I can tell you, Mama's one of my best cheerleaders. Mama believes in my ability to become better than what I am today. Mama roots for the better version of Randy than what he is today. And guess what? I want to grow into that. And she can help me along the way. Isn't it neat the way it works? So contempt. Contempt happens when we say something like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe that you didn't take the garbage out. You're so dumb. It's all over the floor. I can't believe you did that. That's contempt. Because if I call someone a name, I must not be dumb. And now I'm on a higher plane talking down. So if you ever see that going on, the antidote is admiration. Go back to admiration, right? That's the key to the whole darn thing. So that one's easy, right? The masters have created a relationship culture of appreciation all the time. And I try to point it out with Mama. I point out everything. Love, the floor looks so clean. You look gorgeous today. Thanks for getting up this morning and help get the kids out the door. Thanks for packing the bags. All those little things matter. Because when it comes to relationship success, what matters is small things often. That's it. It's not the wedding day that makes the marriage great. It never is. It's the small things often. It's what we do after that is what will really count. And so many people, they get busy in life and then their work life pushes out their personal life. And then they work for 20 years and 20 years later they wake up and go, I don't even know you and I don't even want to be with you. And why does this happen? Because they forget small things often matter. It's not the wedding day that counts. Do we know this stuff, guys? You with me? So how do we change this? If you're in a habit of criticizing your partner, how do you change this? Well, you have to change your habit of mind because your mind is designed to automate everything you do in life. Think about it. You've driven to work. You don't remember driving there, right? We automate everything. We automate the way we treat people. So we have to retrain our mind. We have to begin to scan for the positive and not the negative. And the way we do this, we become aware of what we're thinking when we're not necessarily thinking. That's a tricky one. The most successful people in this world, they are completely aware of what their mind is thinking when they're not actively thinking about something. Because your stream of consciousness, if it's negative, you are living a negative life. If it's positive, you're living a positive life. If you're thinking negative thoughts about your significant other, guess relationship is going in a negative direction. Positive thoughts, positive direction. It doesn't even matter what they're doing, by the way. They couldn't even be, I could be doing this by myself and Tiff doesn't even know what's happening and the relationship will be getting better and she wouldn't even know what's happening. It takes one person to change the world. People always say to me, they go, how can one person change the world? The fact of the matter is the only thing that's ever changed the world is one person. That's all it takes. Is a decision today to focus on the good, the clean, the pure in your significant other, and it starts in this moment today. We can change it all. It's great stuff, right? So what we're going to do is next week, we're going to stay on Dr. Gottman, and we're going to talk about things like fondness and admiration. Because he says fondness and admiration, oh my God. The people that have the best marriages, they're just fond of each other. I told Mama, I go, I'm so fond of you, love. You know? And by the way, guys, I really love y'all. Thanks for being here. I really, really appreciate y'all. Just give you some fondness and admiration. Thanks for being here. Susan, what's happening? I see you. Oh my God, Susan, good to see you. Wow. Yo, Donna, thanks guys. Thanks, Ken. Thanks for being here, guys. It's going to be a sunny weekend. Join us. It's going to rock. See you guys. Bring your loved one out. We're ready for you. I know. The dinner. Okay, if you haven't got a ticket yet, I know, Sally's like, remember the dinner? I know. The dinner. Okay, so we are on Valentine's Day, right? Valentine's Day, guys. It falls on what? Tuesday the 14th. We are doing a romantic dinner in the underground room. Over the top dinner. No, not the underground room. Where is it? It's upstairs. I'm all messed up, guys. There are so many dinners. They warned me of this. They did. Sally goes, you got too many dinners, Randy. You don't even know what's going on anymore. All right, so I can tell you this. On Valentine's, we're doing a dinner, okay? It may be upstairs. Ace's Catering's coming in. It's going to be prime rib. Okay, got one, right? It's going to be it's a buffet-style dinner. Over the top, though. Really beautiful dinner. Grab your ticket. It's on Eventbrite. You go to the Blue Ridge website. I know that one at least, right? Blue Ridge website. Grab a ticket, guys. It's going to be over the top. It's very limited. How many people are going to be coming to this thing? 50? 50 people. And that's it. It's going to be gorgeous. Join us for Valentine's Day on a Tuesday. Treat yourself to it. I love it. Treat us to you. We love you. Bye, guys. See you soon. Darn it. Susan's going to be in Arizona. Right? Next time, right? Next time. Get out of a ticket, guys. Love y'all. See you soon.